What's going on, guys? John here from John's Fishing Channel. Thanks for tuning in. Got a special episode this week. I'm out at the Channel Islands. I'm fishing with Channel Islands SportFishing. I think it's going to be a fantastic day. There's about 30 people on this boat. We're fishing on the Pacific Islander today. And one of the really cool things too is there's just like a pod of dolphins just kind of swimming around. But we just got out here. We left last night at 10 p.m. We left out of Oxnard, California. And we kind of drove all night, stopped and picked up some squid for some live bait, which is really cool. Hey, and we're gonna go ahead and drop anchor right now. We're gonna start fishing with live squid. Right now I think we're fishing for white sea bass, halibut, and rockfish, and lean cod, and a couple other things. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish my coffee, get my pole, put the bait on the hook, and drop my line down to the bottom. Let's see if we can get some of these dolphins on camera. Oh, there's one. There's a whole bunch out there. There's about 10. So here's the setup that we're fishing. Is a sinker on the bottom, and we have two hooks about 2 feet up and about 3.5 feet up the line. So this is called a double drop loop, and you just drop down to the bottom, and this sits here, and you just kind of let it sit there, and the fish come along, and if you're lucky, you'll catch two. Alright, so we're fishing on the bottom. We're in about 90 feet of water, and we're just letting it sit on the bottom nice and still, and hopefully a fish will come along and eat it. Fishing with an ugly stick tiger that I rented from Channel Island. They also have rod rentals for $15, which is pretty nice. Nice Shimano reel. Got my first fish. I don't know if it's first fish in the boat or what, but got a little flounder. Is this flounder or halibut? Huh. Is that the first fish in the boat? Yeah. Oh yeah, right here. Too bad there's not a prize for that. Now we're gonna head out to another location that's a little bit deeper water, and we're gonna try to catch some rockfish. Alright, so I got a fish on here. Alrighty, so the guy standing to my left has just pulled in the first rockfish of the trip. I am currently reeling up the second rockfish of the trip. Just a nice fish. Brought it up from about 90 feet of water. Orange. It's got the spines on the back. And they are just a fun fish to catch. Cool.
And always too, remember guys, when you're fishing this deep of water, you always want to feel your sinker at the end of your line. If you do not, something's wrong. You either broke off on the bottom or you're tangled with somebody.
Got the first double of the trip on. We're using that double drop loop with the chance of hooking two rockfish. So here we go, number one and number two on the same line. Let me tell you what, that's pretty neat. You know, it's pretty cool. We're standing on the side of the boat here. There's about 30 people. You know, we're dropping it down into the current. We have the wind at our face, and we're just catching rockfish left and right here. You know, people are bringing up 1-2 rockfish at a time. And let me tell you what, this is some of the best ocean fishing that I have ever done. I am really enjoying myself. I've never been on an overnight trip before. I've never fished, you know, the drop loop type of fishing, and we're pulling up a lot of rockfish. As you can see here, I'm tangled with my neighbor. Occasionally that'll happen. Luckily, these lines, they get untangled really easily, so it's not something you really have to worry about, but it's just a lot of fun. Alrighty, so here comes in another bass up from the bottom. This is a Johnny bass. Kind of a slimy fish, but pretty cool. Different colors. And one of the neat things about fishing, you know, in the ocean is you never know what you're going to catch. So we got a good variety of fish on this trip so far. All right, it is lunchtime for me. Got a cheeseburger here with all the fixings. The food on this boat is absolutely delicious. I'm looking forward to this. So I have another fish on. I'm bringing them up from the bottom. We're fishing with pieces of squid now that are cut into strips. So we're not using the whole squid anymore, trying to conserve the bait a little bit. But I've heard these rockfish are absolutely delicious in fish tacos. So I'll probably make a fish taco video too. Alright, we got another fish on here. I don't think it's very big, but I'll reel it up anyways. Could be gigantic. Maybe he's just fatigued. He's been sitting down there looking at my bait so long that he tired himself out. There's a lean cod. Nice fish. Big teeth. Alright, so I just caught a blue bass. Kind of cool. Alright, got a fish on. Just bringing them up from the bottom. Feels a little bit like a medium-sized fish. First little cod. That's a little guy though. Not big enough to keep. They need to be about 22 inches. That might be about 18. A little quick release. So we got blue skies over here, and then if you turn and look back this way, you can see the marine layers really starting to develop. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so if I don't have anybody else's line hooked, this is a pretty decent fish. Or it's two fish. I see something. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Oh, good God. Holy shit. Oh, nice one.
Woo!
Red toad fatty right there.
So this was the biggest rockfish that I caught all day. It's just, it's really a big fish. Everyone was like, man, that's a beautiful fish you got right there. So what a blast. Got a nice picture of the fish right here with the Captain Steve. What a nice guy. So here's all the fish that I caught so far. This one's pretty nice. Alright, so I'm up in the wheelhouse. I just thought I'd visit Captain Steve here. But this is kind of where all the magic happens. He's got a couple fish finders, some radar, all the radio equipment, and GPS. It's really cool. Just a fantastic boat to come out on. So if you're ever near Oxnard, California, and you want to check out Channel Islands SportFishing and the Pacific Islander, make sure you get out here and do some fishing because it's an absolute blast. Alright, so we are winding up our rods and we are done for the day. So this is the last fish of the day that was hooked. A gentleman on the back of the boat actually hooked it. He had to walk around the boat in circles about 3 or 4 times because this shark is just putting up such a fight. It's a 6-foot shark. I'm not exactly sure the type of shark it is, but it was really neat to see and it was really cool. Of course, they let it off right here, you know, and it swims away to freedom, but that was cool to see. Make sure you guys check out Channel Islands SportFishing. The link is in the description below. Go ahead, click on it, check out their website. Fantastic company, ran by fantastic people, and I really enjoyed myself today. One of the cool things about Channel Islands SportFishing too is they clean your fish on the way home back to Oxnard. So right now, these gentlemen right here will be cleaning fish for the next few hours. And these fish are supposed to be delicious, and I'm really looking forward to going home and cooking up some fresh fish. Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you tuning into my fishing channel. It's kind of my new passion project now that I've ended my game channel. So I spend a lot more time focusing on just fishing and getting out and catching fish. I want to give a special thank you to Steve Virtue, who is captain of the Pacific Islander out of Channel Islands SportFishing, as well as Liz. I think she might be the office manager, but she is just a great person, and she was able to make this trip happen for me. I hope you guys really enjoyed the footage. I can't wait to get back out on the ocean and catch some decent sized fish, and I caught an absolutely huge rockfish, and it was just a great time today. So thank you very much, Channel Islands SportFishing. I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me today. As always, stay tuned for next week for more fishing. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and favorite this video, and we'll see you next time.